Okay guys, welcome back. So in today's video, we will be solving another question from the second chapter of the Meriam textbook, question 112, and we know the tension in the cable DE is 575 newtons, and we need to determine the scalar projection of T onto line EO. So for finding the scalar projection, we need the dot product of these two. And in the B part of the question, we are asked to find the vector expression for the projection of T onto line EO. So what we're interested in here is that, so we have this tension in the cable starting from D to E, and once we can find this tension in vector format, it's easy enough to find the projection onto EO. And for EO, we also need this vector EO here. So let's go step by step. The first step is to find the tension in cable DE in vector format. So what we are interested in here is the T, which would be the magnitude of T times the unit vector, which would be NDE. So for finding the DE, as I said, we have two different methods. Either we can find the coordinates of E and subtract that by the coordinates of D. That's one way to solve it. And the other way is just to see how we are moving on XYZ axis when we are moving from D to E. Both work, but I think it's easier to find the coordinates of D and E first, and we're going to go from there. So if we want to find the coordinates of D, if we look at this, we'll see that our X would be, so we have our X, Y, Z, and what we have for point D as our X is this little distance here. And from the question, we have this right triangle in here, which the BC or the hypotenuse is 2.5. So if you want to X, we have 2.5 sine of 30 degrees. That's going to give us the X component. So if we want to find the Y component, basically we have this time this part of that right triangle plus this little distance here. From the question, this distance is what we have for CD, so 2.5, and the other one was what we already found. This time we have the base of that right triangle, so it will be 2.5 cosine of 30 degrees plus 2.5, which is going to count for the whole distance from here to here. And the last one is what we have for Z, which is pretty easy. We have the distance from O to B, or what we have from here to here, which is 4 plus 3 or 7. That's the coordinates of D. Again, we are going with the coordinates of each point to avoid making mistakes, because this one is a bit trickier than the other questions. It's probably safer to go with the coordinates as opposed to going from D to E to see how we are moving, but it's up to you guys, your preference. You might be comfortable with the other method. Well, we got the same answer. And for E, if we look at it, we'll see that we are in XY plane, so there is no Z component. And our X is pretty easy. We have this as our X component, which is 3. We have 4 for Y, which is what we have in here. And as I mentioned, we are in XY plane, so there is no Z in here. So now that we have this, we can find our unit vector or our NDE. So for finding the unit vector, we basically have DE over the magnitude of DE. So if we want to find the DE in here, we have the coordinates of E minus D. So 3 minus 2.5 sine of 30 degrees, that's going to be our I, plus 4 minus 2.5 cosine of 30 degrees minus 2.5, that's going to be our J. And we have 0 minus 7, which is minus 7. That's going to be our DE. If you want to calculate it, we have 3 minus 2.5 times sine of 30, so 1.75 I plus 4 minus 2.5 cosine of 30 minus 2.5. So this is going to be minus 0.67 J. The Z component is minus 7. So if we want to find DE also, we have square root of 1.75 plus 0.67 squared plus 7 squared. If we calculate this, we get 1.75 squared plus 0.67 squared, 7 squared, so that's going to be 7.25, and our NDE now is pretty easy. It will be 1.75 divided by 7.25, 0.241 minus 0.67 divided 7.25, 0.092J, and 7 divided by 7.25, so minus 0.966. So now that we found the unit vector, we can find our tension in vector format by just multiplying 575 to this here. So our T would be T times the unit vector, so 575 times what we found in the previous step. So 575 times 0.241, so it's gonna be 138.58. That's gonna be our I, minus 575 times 0.092, so minus 52.9, and 0.966 times 575. And this is going to be minus 555.45. Okay, we'll be in the room. So that was the hardest part of this question. Now that we have our force T in vector form, we have one of them in vector format. The other one is the EO. Since we have to find the projection of T onto EO, we have to find EO or the unit vector of EO in here in the vector format. But that's pretty easy going from E to O. First of all, we are only in XY plane, so O is already the origin. So pretty easy to find the unit vector for EO. So if we want to find the unit vector of EO, same thing, we have EO over the magnitude. And so we can see for X, we are moving from here to here. So 3 meter negative, so minus 3 pi, and the Y, as we can see, we are moving in this direction, opposite direction, and the value would be 4 meters, so minus 4J. There is no K since we are in 2D. If we want to find the magnitude, we have the square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared, which will be 5. So this will be easy, minus 3 over 5I minus 4 over 5J. That's our second vector, and we are looking for the projection of T on EO, which would be the dot product of T and EO. So for dot product, it's pretty easy. We just have to multiply the X components to X and Y components to Y, and we're going to add everything together at the end. So basically for dot product, we have 138.58 times minus 3 over 5 plus, I'm going to use different colors. So this one times this one, so minus 52.9 times minus 4 over 5. And for the Z, basically we have this one times 0, which will be cancelled out, so nothing from that part. So all we need to do in here is to find these values in here. Minus 138.58 times minus 3 divided by 5 plus minus 52 times minus 4 divided by 5. And this is going to give us minus 40.83 newtons. So this would be the A part of the question. So in the B part, we have to find the vector expression for the projection T onto line EO. So now we are interested in the vector format of TEO. We already have TEO from the previous part, and we already found the unit vector also in the previous step. So all we need to do in here is to find a vector expression in here. So minus 40.83 times, we had minus 3 over 5I minus 4 over 5J. So the TEO in vector format would be minus 40.83 times 83 times minus 3 divided by 5. So 24.5I, and we have again minus 40.83 times minus 4 divided by 5, and that's going to be 32.7J, which will be the final answer for the B part of the question. Yeah, I hope all this made sense. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Check out the playlist. We're solving 3 different textbooks in this channel. So let me know if you have any specific problem in your mind that you want me to cover it in the next videos. And you guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.